Welcome back from an ad break. We will continue with our application questions under the topic internal and external market research or markets, as well as the SWOT. So with question 3, it says, read the scenario below and answer the questions that follows. Lindy requested her potential employees to suggest other ideas that can make her new business to be successful. She also requested potential clients to also give their inputs on the type of services they expect from her. She conducted a face-to-face interviews with her clients. She also visited the library to read business journals on how to be a successful entrepreneur. The first question says, identify 2 types of market research that is used by Lindy. Motivate your answer by quoting from the scenario. Remember, we've got 2 types of market research. So now the other one is conducted. You need to understand the other one is conducted internally, the other one externally, meaning we are conducting a research within the business and sometimes we are conducting it from outside. So we are conducting it from within. We need people who are within the business to assist us with the findings, whereas externally we are getting it from other sources. So the next question says, explain other differences between the types of the market research identified in the previous question A. All right, so you definitely know the 2 types of market research. Okay. We've got internal market research. That is the first one that we've identified. But now let us quote. Remember when they say motivate your answer by quoting, it means word for word, directly from the scenario, directly from here. You're not changing anything. Let's see the quotation or the motivation. Lindy requested her potential employees to suggest other ideas that can make her new business successful. So these employees are from where? Within. So this was just a keyword to say this is internal market research. This research was conducted within the business. How do we know that? Lindy, requested her potential employees. Right, let's move on to the second one. Remember the question says identify 2. Right, the second one is external market research. How do you know that this was conducted externally or outside? So remember, external means what? Outside. How do you know that it was conducted outside? Let us motivate our response. She also requested potential clients. These are not from within, to also give their inputs on the type of service they expect from her. She also requested potential clients. These are the people from outside, to give their inputs on the type of services they expect from her. Like I said to you, directly, word for word from the research. I hope it makes sense to you. Right, the second question says, explain other differences between internal and external. When they say other, it means you will not be talking about the ones that we had in the previous question. So the difference between internal and external, what is the difference between the 2? It is a research that is conducted from within the business, whereas with external, it is conducted from outside the business. Secondly, employees together with general employers, they indicate the taste, the type of product or service of the business, whereas with external, they use data from the market research that has been conducted in the past by other organizations or statistics that are published by the government. So this is conducted externally. I hope you understand. I hope you're still with me. Right, we're going to move on to the last question. The next question is a scenario-based question. It says, read the scenario below and answer the questions that follow. Kenny wants to render tourist guide services for tourists who visit the heritage sites. Kenny has identified a good business idea that will make his business a success. Already you can see that Kenny is smart because he identified an idea first. And he knows that this will lead to a success or business success. He is also determined he's also determined the viability of his business idea by conducting a market research. Right, the first question says, code 2 steps for identifying business opportunities from the scenario. Right, so let us code. Sorry, you've got the answer here, but don't forget when they say code, the answers are taken word for word directly from the scenario, but they said 2. So we've quoted the first one. It says, identified a good business idea that will make his business a success. Word for word from the scenario, nothing was changed. So what is the second thing that Kenny did to identify a business opportunity? I hope you've seen it already or you've spotted it already. Let's see. He also determined the viability of his business idea by conducting a market research. All right, we can now go to the second question. Right, it says, discuss other steps Kenny can use to identify business opportunities. Now, don't forget, the minute the question says other, it means they're saying other than the ones that we've mentioned in the previous question. So let's hear. Kenny can generate new ideas by applying problem-solving techniques. Right, this is a familiar question or topic. All right, analyze the needs of consumers by doing research that can be done. Lastly, Kenny can conduct a SWOT analysis. I think you understand now. So we've come to the end of the segment right now. We're going to go on a quick break, and then when we come back, we're wrapping up our lesson. I'll see you just now.